Hey, yo, we got one for you. We got a question. Jordan Love, is he that guy? We all finna find out. So, cue the intro. All right. Welcome back to the show. This is the Back Porch Sports Podcast with your man Fonz
and Quan.
Y'all forgive me, man. Bruh, man. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
Bro, it's been a long time, man. Oh, my goodness, boy. These folks ready to be ragged, but, man, hey, shoot. Hey, got to get the bills paid, bro.
Right.
All right, so like we said at the top, we're going to go ahead and jump into the topic. And by the way, thank y'all for tuning in and everything. You know, all the subscription stuff is going to be in the description as well as tickering on the bottom of the screen. So if you're feeling it, subscribe us. And if, support the channel, we greatly appreciate it. All right, so let's talk about it. Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers. Is he that dude long term? Seems like we're doing a lot of quarterbacks. But go ahead.
To answer the question, I definitely do believe that they might have found a long-term quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And like we kind of talked about with Brock Purdy and everything, it's not a large sample size to go by. But from what I have seen, now, Jordan Love had a rough start early on. They were struggling early on in the season. There was a lot of talk about the interception problem. I seen things about his ability to throw downfield, yada, yada, yada. Once the guys came together and realized what they had and started playing for each other, we're seeing a complete different Green Bay team. I definitely respect all the young quarterbacks this season that went into the playoff and played poise. And he was one of them. Now, he played the sorry Cowboys.
Womp, womp.
But he played with poise, man. He looked, very much more sharp on a lot of reads that he was struggling on early on. Feeding the ball to the playmakers that was necessary to win the game. I know one game, they fed Aaron Jones a lot, but you always supposed to go with what works. So if that's what running the ball or whatever, however. But I feel like, he definitely should be, counted as their franchise quarterback. He's a young guy. There's no need to really start over. He took this team to the playoffs. I don't think Green Bay has been in the playoffs in a good minute. Not too long, but long enough.
Yeah.
And he also made Aaron Rodgers look like he actually taught him something when Aaron Rodgers actually did not teach him anything. So he was able to sit behind him and learn and stuff like that. And I got to give it to him. I mean, he finished 7th in the NFL in passing yards. I mean, that's big time, I feel like, for a team that is fairly young offensively. So I definitely think he's the guy for Green Bay. I'll let you.
All right. So I'm going to give, is Jordan Love the guy for Green Bay? I'm going to give you the short answer. And I kind of agree with you. I say he's a strong possibility because they don't have anybody else.
That too.
Going into the 2022 offseason, last year, the Packers was not even sure if Love was that guy. The Packers themselves. Even though like you said, he had a small sample size. But in the course of a year, particularly his last 9 games of the regular season, these were his stats. He passed for 2,439 yards, 20 touchdowns, and just 3 picks, and had a 62.1 QBR. Now, in the postseason, that's where he shined the most, especially against those despicable Cowboys. He threw for 466 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 picks in 2 games. So to me, that last game winning pick that the 49ers got, that should not overshadow nothing that he did. Small sample size, yes. Is the jury still out? You betcha. But this is my problem. Let's go back to the regular season. Of the 9 teams that he played, 3 were playoff teams. That's impressive. And 1 was the worst team in the league. He do have a win over Kansas City, the Super Bowl, the 2-time back-to-back Super Bowl champions. They dominate the NFL right now. So my thing is, you got to win over the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not gonna say you've arrived, but I think they caught them. They caught them kind of sliding a little bit because right around Christmas time, the Chiefs was not looking like the Chiefs. But the thing is, you got to play the schedule. You got to play your schedule. You got to play who's in front of you. And they lost to the Giants. They lost to the Giants. That's not, and I'm not saying that to discredit him, but I'm putting context behind the numbers. So don't y'all be coming at me disrespectful in the comments. But to see if he's the long-term solution, Green Bay is going to have to do something. Keep that running game going. That is his best friend. Keep it going. You're going to have to build around him. Now, when Aaron Rodgers made his exodus to New York, a few of the pieces went with him. This is the time, right? You got free agency coming up in a couple of weeks. You got the draft coming up in a couple of weeks. Build around him. Give him something. You know what I'm saying? You can't get Justin Jefferson for the simple fact he's in your division. So don't even look it over there. I don't care how much you put up to give him. You're not going to get him. But I really think if Jordan Love takes it where he was at that back 9 of the season, those last 9 games, if he takes it there and start off early, we could possibly see a 4,000, 4,500 yard passer. And I'm just putting the ceiling at 4,500. It can fall anywhere between 35 and 45. He did 9 games, 20 touchdowns. He could possibly throw for about 37 touchdowns. 3 picks. I could see him throwing at least 8 to 10 picks. I could be up. And he was ninth, like you said, he was 9th best among qualified QBs. So there's nothing to sneeze at. So that means he was top 10. But if Green Bay does what they're supposed to do, they got to build an offense literally like the 49ers. They got to build that offense like them. Big body receiver, a chain move on 3rd down, and a dynamic running back.
Honestly, I feel like they got the pieces that they already need. It's just a matter of developing those receivers. Like Christian Watson. I like Christian Watson. He's simple.
Yeah. You got to develop him.
Jaden Reed. They got Luke Musgrave. He's a big tight end target for him. And then if they keep Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon, those are 2 big backs, skilled backs. I feel like they already have the pieces offensively. Maybe like 1 or 2 more pieces.
I still think you need a running back though, because you know how the running back is in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come time to give Aaron Jones some money.
Unless I wouldn't spend that money in free agency. If anything, I would draft a running back or something like that.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But right now they sitting kind of solid. It's just a matter of building that chemistry, man. Football is heavy on the chemistry aspect.
Yeah.
And once they get that, and we've seen them, towards the end of the season, starting to develop that chemistry. Christian Watson, he's going to be their deep threat guy. He reminds me somewhat of a T. Higgins in that system, a big,
which would be crazy.
It would. But he kind of plays that role in that system. Definitely probably the number one receiver right now, but he's still, like I said, they're young. But I feel like right now, offensively, they are okay. Like I said, it's a few things that they can patch up a little bit to make it a little bit better, But right now, I mean, their entire team is just young. Right now, I'm just looking and I'm seeing the ages of these guys, and I have yet to see anybody over 30 years old, except for when you get on the defensive side of the ball. And you start talking about Preston Smith, and he's only 31 years old. This team is young.
I mean, yeah, they're young.
They are extremely young.
But it's not. I mean, maybe I think I used the wrong terminology. It might not be just build up around them, maybe retool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Retool around them. That's what I meant to say. But so I mean, just retool around them. I can see them. I mean, Detroit is probably going to be their only competition in that division.
Yeah.
And both them and Detroit came out in the playoffs. I can see Detroit kind of giving them some competition, but if like you said, we retool the Green Bay Packers, support Jordan Love, and man, he could possibly make another run. I mean, he could possibly make another run to the playoffs. Like, when he showed me in the last 9 games that he's capable. Now, the only game I got to give a little bit of pushback on is that Carolina game, because Carolina was matching them blow for blow. That was like 70 points scored in that game. Don't know how I did it.
Right.
But, at the end of the day, if they build around, like you said, they're a relatively young team. But there's still areas where they can just retool. But yeah, that's all I got on them. I really think it's a strong possibility. I'm not going to sit here and say he's the next Aaron Rodgers or the next Brett Favre. But
no, that's a little stretch.
But that's a stretch. I ain't gonna go there.
But right now,
he got potential.
Right, and also just in general, just speaking, I mean, it's a good look when you have a young quarterback that make it to the playoffs. I mean,
it's
hard playing in this league that we call the NFL, and it's extremely competitive, and nerves go skyrocket when it's time to play in the playoffs, man. We see some pro players do that, but nevertheless,
that's tough.
But I think he played good, and he definitely somewhat outweighed the critics that was going on early on. I mean, he looked impressive when it was time to play ball.
Yeah.
And, like I said, man, he went in there and stomped on the Cowboys' neck. Hitting up 40-plus points on that Cowboys team, which had, good defensive players, like the heavy mouth talking of Michael Parsons.
Ooh, you still on that, though?
It's up with him. But
you said it's up. You said it's on site, right? Oh man,
definitely should keep him though, man. Definitely build around him. Continue to play for him. I think he'll be able to take this team to many playoff appearances. Like I said, I respect this game, and I definitely, look forward to see what else he brings to that organization. Because honestly speaking, this team, this organization has been put behind and put in their own way. When they had number 12, they did not do right by him. They did not. They did right. They did right by Aaron Rodgers one time, and he gave him a Super Bowl. Exactly. They gave him one good shot at having the right playmakers around, and the man showed up. But hopefully, Green Bay won't treat Jordan Love like they did Aaron Rodgers, and build around this man and allow this man to have an opportunity to win football games. So.
Yeah. But just a little background. He was drafted 2020 first round, pick number 26. So this is essentially a contract year. His career completion percentage is 63.7, so he almost 64%. touchdown to interception ratio is 35-14. He has a career 4,765 passing yards and a passer rating of 94. That's not bad for the young buck. Not bad at all. Just like you said, I hope they do not give him the broomsticks like they gave Aaron Rodgers. Because, I mean, all world. Aaron Rodgers is all world. Don't get me wrong. But again, he needed some help.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers, I know we segued in a little bit, but Aaron Rodgers started, I ain't gonna say declining, but started falling by the wayside a little bit when they got rid of Jordy Nelson. I think that was when he got either traded or signed by the Raiders, one of them. But hey, I mean, and just like with Brock Purdy, you know, I just need to see a little bit more. That's all. That's all it is, you know, see a little bit more. You know, give me another year. Because I ain't ashamed to come up here and say I was wrong. You know, if Brock Purdy do something or Jordan Love do something, I ain't ashamed to come up here. So y'all watch your mouth for that. I've been waiting. Look, you see that comment? I was like, well, stole it. The size of his what? What? You know you talking to? But nah, man, appreciate y'all comment this stuff. But you know what? I think we could go ahead and call it right here before I get in trouble. Right? But look, let us know in the comments what y'all think about Jordan Love. You think he's ready for the spotlight now? Do you think that his career is going to take off like it should, or you think he's going to fall flat on his face? It's a 50-50 shot either way. But you know, but thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for blowing these videos up, man. And listen, y'all that are watching, if you have not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe, especially if y'all feeling this channel like that, because we're going to be consistent. Because we got some big plans coming up. We got some big plans coming up, and we don't want y'all to miss it. So, anything you want to add, bro?
Not at all, bro.
Well, we're going to go ahead and clock on out of here. So this has been the Back Porch Sports Podcast with your man, Fonz.
Quan.
And we out.